Hi, this is Jim Fortin, MindAuthority.com, and I want to welcome you to this really cool presentation. You're going to learn some really valuable stuff over the next couple of minutes, and I'm going to make this short. First, I have here on the slide in front of you, warning. You're going to keep losing sales until you start selling to the right side of the brain. Now that's really important, and I'm going to say that again. You're going to keep losing sales until you start selling to the right side of the brain. Actually, have you ever sat down and thought to yourself, okay, which side of the brain of my prospect or client buys? Does their left brain buy or does their right brain buy? Well, in just a moment, I'm going to give you the answer to that question. And if you're like most people, the answer is going to completely revolutionize and change what you think about selling and how you do it. So let's dig in. All right, I want to take something from cognitive psychological research. This is called the Stroop effect that I'm about to show you. S-T-R-O-O-P, Stroop effect, and this was discovered back in 1929 by a German psychologist. What I want to do is I want to show you the Stroop effect and then explain to you how it applies to selling, marketing, and advertising. In just a moment, I'm going to put some words up on the screen, and I want you to ignore the word and say the color of the word as fast as you can. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Here, what color is this? Let me help you through this. What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? And keep on going. What's the next color? What's the color of the next word and the color of the next word and so on all the way to the end? What color is this word here? Right here. Okay, now if you're like most people, you probably got stumped right away. Now, the reason for that is that two sides of the brain, left side of the brain, right side of the brain. Left side of the brain is responsible for analysis, linear thinking, and logic. So the left side of the brain is attempting to read the word blue. And the right side of the brain is responsible for nonlinear, non-analytical thinking. Left side of the brain is the seat of the conscious analytical mind. Right side of the brain is the seat of the non-analytical unconscious mind. So what was happening here is the left side of the brain, as I said, is attempting to read the color, the word, sorry, blue, and the right side of the brain is attempting to read the color, which is red. So what happened here is you had the left side of the brain trying to do something, trying to read the word, and the right side of the brain attempting to understand the color. So in that moment, you had two sides of the brain doing two separate things at the very same time, and the brain was confused. Okay, now how does this apply to selling, marketing, and advertising? Well, anything that you're presenting to your clients and your customers, when you put things in front of them, when you're selling to them, they've got two sides of the brain processing your sales message. Here, I'm going to show you. We're going to walk through this very quickly. Also, your brain first buys nonlinear before linear. You first buy unconsciously before you ever buy linear and before you ever buy conscious. And let me demonstrate that to you. Left brain versus right brain buying. Okay, left side of the brain, it's the conscious side of the brain, meaning conscious reasoning. It's analytical, it's rational, it's the seat of short-term memory. Left side of the brain processes content, which is what people think. Now, when it comes to selling, marketing, and advertising, what people think about is features and benefits. However, that's not what people buy. Let's look at the right side of the brain. Right side of the brain is responsible for 95% of mental function. Right side of the brain is the seat of the unconscious mind. It is non-analytical, completely irrational. It's the seat of long-term memory, and the right side of the brain is about process. The right side of the brain is about how people think. I'm going to say that again. The right side of the brain is about process, how people think, and notice that's 95% of mental function, which we have right here. Left side of the brain is what people think, which is 5%. So you obviously take the 95 and the 5%, put them together, and you've got your 100% buying decision. All right, the point is this, is the right side of the brain is driven by emotions, images, and unconscious beliefs, values, and patterns of thought, meaning people's subjective reality. So no longer sell features and benefits because people do not buy features and benefits. What people buy is how they process those features and benefits. And that's why it's important for you, if you want to sell more, you've got to know how people unconsciously process information. Because when you know how they process information, you can then influence what they think about the information. I'm going to show you a very powerful quote here in just a moment. First, I want you to get this. Communication is 5% content and 95% process. And influence is both conscious and unconscious, as you can see there. It's 5% conscious, 95% unconscious, which makes up the 100% buying decision. So when you want to sell more, you've got to start selling the people unconsciously to move them from where they are to where you want them to go. Now, you're always talking to people unconsciously when you're selling to them because research has demonstrated most of the decisions you make aren't based on conscious reasoning, which is left brain. Let me back up here. Notice left brain is the seat of the conscious mind. So we go to university research, most of the decisions you make aren't based on conscious reasoning. Very, very powerful. The point is this, people buy unconsciously, then they rationalize their decision analytically. Candidly, research demonstrates that people do not know why they buy. So again, that's why it's really important for you to learn what we have to teach here at Mind Authority, because you've got to learn how to start affecting and start influencing your clients unconsciously. Okay, where can you learn more? And you've got to learn more to sell more. So go to our website, www.mindauthority.com. You'll find quite a bit there. We do have 2-hour complimentary workshops here in Dallas every 2 to 3 weeks. There's no charge for these, and these are real meat and potato workshops. Candidly, the workshop alone is no charge to you, and I guarantee that it's worth hundreds of dollars to you and new sales just to come start learning these techniques. We also have full day programs. My full day program is called Zero Effort Selling. I have one every 3 weeks here in Dallas. You can find that on the website. And we also have the audio home study program. Go to the products page on my website. You can get the entire program there. And that I am available on a limited basis to come visit your sales team, to come do a presentation for your sales or marketing organization. I can do a 30 to 45 minute complimentary presentation. Candidly, that's a $2,500 value. Contact us and we can get that set up. And I can also do full day in-house customized programs. Okay, that's it for now. I know that if you're like most people, you found this to be extremely valuable and that you now have to start selling to the right side of the brain to move people to action. Come back for more. We're always posting new content, and I look forward to meeting you in person.